Afternoon, gang. Not often I put up a late afternoon video, but you guys didn't get one for lunch, and there wasn't a whole lot of exciting stuff going on this morning to talk, so I didn't figure I'd waste your time. And then this afternoon happened. So here's my question. Are you prepared to be invaded? And I'm not talking about by the Russians. I'm not talking about by the Chinese, the North Koreans, the Iranians, whatever. I'm talking about the southern border. Now, a lot of you will argue that we're already being invaded. 2 million people a year. Hey, I'm not going to disagree with you, but that ain't squat. Anybody know what Title 42 is? Title 42 is something the Trump administration put in place during COVID, restricting the amount of people that could enter the United States to 150,000 a month. Okay? Of course, we're not going to talk about how many come across that don't go through border checkpoints or anything like that. But that was what going through the checkpoints, Title 42 limited Alejandro Mayorkas, okay, who is the U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security. All right? Limited him to be able to bring in. Title 42 is about to expire. Homeland Security came out this afternoon and is warning Americans to expect a huge inflow of economic migrants. Now, mind you this, these aren't people who are coming in saying they're being politically persecuted or, danger to their life. These are economic migrants, ones who want to come over here to make money. We all know where the money goes when foreign nationals make it. I don't care if they're Hispanic, they're Indian, whatever it is. The majority of the money goes back to their home country. To give you this, okay, the number one industry in Mexico is oil. The number two industry in Mexico that brings in money is money sent to Mexico from workers in the United States. That's where their GDP comes from, guys. We support the Mexican economy by all these illegals coming over here and all the business owners that are paying them and everything like that. And I don't care if it's picking strawberries or it's driving trucks or doing whatever it is. This is the problem we have. Here's the problem with Title 42. Homeland Security said that they have to put contingency plans in place for managing as many as 18,000 encounters a day if Title 42 expires. If you want to get out your calculator, 18,000 immigrants a day coming into the United States is 6,570,000 a year. There are currently 11,300,000 job openings. That's it. Okay? So in 2 years, the immigrant population could take every job in the United States. You hear me talk about this all the time when I say, what do you do on day 366? What happens in year 3? In year 3, your boss comes up to you and says, Joe, I can hire a Mexican cheaper than I can hire you. Either you can take a pay cut or I'm giving him your job. Think that's not going to happen? Go look at what the H-1B program is. Okay? Ask anybody in the tech world how many of them have ever had to train their Indian replacement, train their Chinese replacement, because they're cheaper. Our government, the current one that we have, the progressive, liberal, communist fiasco that is the Biden administration and Congress, is selling your life to the lowest bidder. The World Economic Forum, you'll own nothing and be happy about it, right? They're doing their damnedest to make sure you own nothing. Because if you don't have a job, you can't afford your rent. You can't afford your home. You can't afford your car. You can't afford your food. We, as a country, cannot, under any circumstances, afford to let 6.5 million people come into this country a year. Guys, 6.5 million people coming into the country is more people than are born in the United States every year. The population of the U.S. would grow drastically. I mean, 6.5 million people, 350 million. You do the math on percentages, okay? The birth rate doesn't keep up with this. There's no way in the world the economy can support that many people added to a country that, oh, by the way, are unskilled labor, okay? You know, as Trump said, we only want your best, all right? We want your engineers, your tradesmen, your doctors, whatever would be, okay? We don't need to import 6.5 million vegetable pickers. Not saying that every one of them is, okay? But there ain't 6.5 million brain surgeons coming across the border illegally. What does this mean? This means you, me, the taxpayer, is going to have to pay to feed these people, house these people, educate these people, administer their medical. Gee, like medical insurance isn't ridiculously expensive enough as it is. Gee, why is it so expensive? Because everybody crossing the border without insurance knows, hey, if you've got the sniffles, go to the emergency room. They have to treat you. Well, the emergency room never gets paid, so what do? They raise the prices. What does that mean? The people who have insurance wind up paying for the people who don't have insurance. Who pays for the insurance? When the insurance company gets billed more, guess what? Your insurance premiums go up. Oops. Yeah. So, Juan and Maria that are coming across the border there, okay, or whoever from Haiti or Afghanistan or Syria or now Ukraine or whatever that are coming over to the United States, you're paying for them. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a whole lot of extra money in my wallet, especially since I'm not working, okay, to start paying for more and more and more people coming in. Why do they come to the United States? Oh, because we know we'll get everything. I mean, remember all those caravans coming across with the I Love Biden shirts on or whatever would be, Biden 2020 and all this sort of crap. Okay. You think millennials are bad about entitlement? Start talking to illegals. Where's my house? Where's my car? Where's my dinner? Where's my job? Where's my medical insurance? Where's my citizenship? Where's my money? That's the invasion that's coming. There will not be a single shot fired. And we will have this complete country taken over internally because the radical left, the Elizabeth Warrens, the Bernie Sanders, the Mo Khanas, the AOCs, the Ilhan Omars, the Rashida Tlaibs, all of these, the Jerry Nadlers, the Adam Schiffs, this is what they want. Will they still live in their fenced-in mansions? Yup. What's going to happen if this doesn't stop is you're going to go out to your mailbox one day and there's going to be a letter there from Department of Homeland Security that's going to say, Dear Mr. and Mrs. Jones, Maria and Juan will be at your house on April 1st. Please have a bedroom ready for them. Are you prepared for that? I know how I'm going to respond. I hope they know how to dance. Pinball out.